Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Let's talk about something that's been buzzing around the NFL circles lately, and it's got a real 49ers flavor to it. Rumors are swirling that the Detroit Lions might be making a move that could shake up the NFC West. And honestly, it's a possibility that could change the entire landscape of our division. The buzz is that the Lions, currently sitting at 7-3 and with a cap space of around $6 million, are considering trading their linebacker Kwon Alexander back to the 49ers. Yeah, you heard right. Kwon Alexander, the same guy who's been making waves in Detroit, might be heading back to San Francisco, and if it happens, it could be a game changer for us. Let's back up a little and get into the details because this isn't just some offhand rumor. According to trusted sources like Diana Rossini, the Lions are eyeing a 2026 fourth-round pick in exchange for Alexander. Why? Well, it's all about the Lions trying to rebuild their secondary after some injury setbacks that have left their defense leaking points, giving up an average of 24 points per game. They're looking to free up cap space, around $8 million, to extend Jared Goff, whose contract will hit around $230 million, but they need to make room by possibly unloading some players and restructuring. Their priority right now seems to be strengthening their offensive line and secondary, especially after allowing 25 sacks so far this season. Now, why would the 49ers be interested in bringing Alexander back? Well, it makes perfect sense when you think about our current linebacker situation. With Fred Warner anchoring the middle and Greenlaw missing 4 games due to knee issues, plus the fact that our LB core has been somewhat fragile, adding a veteran like Kwon Alexander could be exactly what we need. He's a proven leader, a guy with a nose for the ball, and someone who can step in immediately and provide that instant leadership and playmaking we're looking for. Over his career, he's amassed around 700 tackles, 15 sacks, 10 interceptions, and 3 Pro Bowl appearances. That's a guy who's been there, done that, and can still play at a high level. In fact, last season, Alexander played 8 games, racking up 42 solo tackles, 22 assists, and 64 combined tackles, along with 5 sacks and 2 interceptions. His PFF grade was a solid 87, and he has a tackle rate of around 80%. His ability to read plays, especially against the run, and his coverage skills, allowing about 54% of passes against him, make him a versatile asset. He's a guy who can fill the gaps, help us against the run, and provide stability in coverage, especially in a division where the passing game is so vital. This potential move makes even more sense when you consider the bigger picture. The Lions are freeing up space to keep Jared Goff happy and extend his deal, but they're also trying to address their weak points on defense. Their defense, especially their secondary, has been struggling, and losing Alexander, who's capable of stepping into a leadership role and making an immediate impact, could be a smart move for Detroit. For us, it's a chance to add an experienced, dynamic linebacker who can help us elevate our defense to another level, especially as we push toward the playoffs. Now let's think about how Alexander fits into the 49ers' defensive scheme. He's a guy who's known for his speed, instincts, and ability to make plays in critical moments. Bringing him back would give us an extra edge in stopping the run, which has been a concern at times this season, especially with Greenlaw's absence. His presence would allow Fred Warner to focus more on coverage and playmaking, knowing that Alexander is there to clean up and pursue the ball carrier. Plus, with Bosa leading our pass rush, having a linebacker that can read the play and fill gaps quickly could free up Bosa and others to get after the quarterback more consistently. The impact on our defense could be significant. We're talking about a potential plus 90 tackle boost, which would help us reduce the opponent's points per game from around 9 down to closer to 15. That's not just a small improvement, it's a game changer. Not to mention, it would increase our stop rate from about 74% to over 91%, making us one of the toughest defenses in the league. It's all about adding depth, experience, and leadership to a unit that's already pretty solid but could use a little extra punch. And don't forget the playoff implications. The 49ers are sitting comfortably at 6-4, but every game counts, and every advantage matters when you're chasing a third Super Bowl appearance in 4 years. Adding someone like Alexander, who's shown he can perform under pressure. Think about his performance against the Vikings last season, where he had 12 tackles and an interception, could be the X factor we need to make that final push. The odds for the 49ers to win the Super Bowl have been around +1, 200, but if this move goes through and we strengthen our linebacker core, those odds could tighten dramatically, maybe even as much as from +1, 200 down to +550. That's a huge boost for our championship chances. Now let's consider the long term. The 49ers are building a team that's not just competitive now, but also sustainable for the future. Alexander, being a veteran with a history of Pro Bowls, fits right into that mold. His leadership qualities and experience in high-pressure games are exactly what this team needs, especially with a defense that's been tested in so many close games this season. Plus, it's about chemistry. Bringing back a familiar face like Alexander could help solidify the locker room and bring some stability to a unit that's had its ups and downs. Of course, nothing is guaranteed until the trade is official, but the signs are pointing in that direction. The Lions seem motivated to make a move to free up cap space, and the 49ers are always looking to add talent that can push us over the edge. It's a classic NFL chess match, and if it works out, it could be one of those moves that define our season. Imagine a defense with Warner, Alexander, and the rest of our stars, playing at a level that makes offenses tremble just looking at our lineup. It's exactly the kind of boost we need to not just make the playoffs, but to contend fiercely for another Super Bowl appearance. Thinking about the division, this move could also shake things up in the NFC West. The Seahawks and Rams are both in the mix, but a stronger 49ers defense, anchored by a veteran like Alexander, could give us the edge we need. Our strategy has always been to build a balanced team that can adapt and overcome. Adding a player like Alexander not only addresses current needs but sends a message. The 49ers are all in, ready to fight for every inch of that field, every game, every playoff moment. So fans, keep your eyes peeled because this isn't just a rumor, it's a potential game changer. If it happens, it'll be a move that fans will talk about for years. The 49ers are always strategic, always looking for ways to improve, and this could be one of those moments that elevates us from good to great. We're on the brink of something exciting, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Will Alexander be back in red and gold? Only time will tell, but if it happens, you better believe it's going to make our defense even more formidable and our chances at a deep playoff run even brighter. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you think bringing Kwon Alexander back is the move that pushes us over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the 49ers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news. Let's keep that passion alive, and as always, go Niners.